Assalamualaikum and hi. We are from Gadis Enterprise. So today we're gonna present about overhead and job posting for Acc2693.
Hi, my name is Dafinah binti Nazrulhisham and my ID number is BME2307059.
So the second one is me, Naquiya binti Ridzuan.
My name is Shahira binti Yusri.
My name is Nurul Syakirah binti Hishamudin and my ID number is BME2307002.
This is our product, which is kit batik. The name batik came from its pattern that resemble batik fabric when we cut it into slice. Our group chose kit batik because it only used 6 ingredients with the lower cost of raw material. For your information, kit batik usually people eat everywhere for gathering, celebration, even during snack time.
So let's move to the use of the product. What differentiates our kit batik from others is the secret ingredient that we use, which is eggs. By adding eggs to our recipe, we are able to achieve a texture that is incredibly soft and moist. Our kit batik keep fresher for longer without reducing the flavor or texture because of the eggs-based recipe.
So for our target unit sale is 1,500 units per month.
Next is same product that exists in the industry, which is Family Corner. Family Corner is a bakery that specializes in selling their cake batik with varying toppings. They have Oreo, Kit Kat and Nutella. For their original cake batik flavor, it costs Rm15.19 for 450 grams. Their price will vary accordingly to topping and size of the cake batik.
Next, we move to classification of cost. We have direct material and indirect material. So for direct material, we have cocoa butter 250 gram, biscuit Mary 330 gram, 2 pieces of egg, 250 ml of mineral water, 125 gram butter, and lastly is condensed milk 150 gram. So for price, for cocoa powder is 7 ringgit, biscuit Mary is 3 ringgit 49 cents, for egg it is 1 ringgit 60 cents, for mineral water is 75 cents, butter 2 ringgit 65 cents, and lastly for condensed milk it is 1 ringgit and 76 cents. So the quantity can produce 5 units for each. So forget the cost per unit, we must divide price and the quantity, and then we get the cost per unit of cocoa powder, which is 1 ringgit 40 cents, for biscuit Mary 70 cents, for egg 32 cents, for mineral water 15 cents, for butter 53 cents, and lastly 35 cents for condensed milk. So the total of cost unit is 3 ringgit 45 cents. So for indirect material, we have plastic container that contain 50 pieces, that the price is 50 ringgit 90 cents. So when we want to get the cost per unit of plastic container, we should divide the price of the plastic container with the pieces that plastic container have, which is 50. So we divide 50 ringgit 90 cents divide with 50 and we get 32 cents.
So next is wage rate. Normal business hour for our company is 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. For the entire month of January, the labor cost is complete. Our employees are paid at differently hourly rate by our company. The Gadis business paid accordingly to the following weekly schedule. For the production supervisor position, hourly rate of 10 ringgit per hour, and for the production worker position is hourly rate of 8 ringgit per hour. So for the wage rate, we have 4 workers in our company. 1 workers are involved indirectly into the production, which is the production manager job position, and 3 others are involved directly into the production, and their job position is production worker. So for the production manager, they work 8 hours in a day and 20 days in a month. So 8 hours we times by 20 days, and we can get 160 hours per month. So we use 160 hours, we times by their hourly wage, which is RM 10 ringgit, and we can get their wage, which is RM 1,600. For the other 3 workers, their job position is production workers. They involve directly into the production. Their hourly rate is RM 8 ringgit per hour. So 8 hours we times by 20 days of working days per month, and we can get 160 hours per month. So 160 hours we times by RM 8 ringgit, and we can get their basic wage rate, which is RM 1,280 ringgit. In order to achieve 1,500 unit cake batik per month, they must produce at least 75 unit cake batik in a day. So that means each worker will produce 25 unit of cake batik in a day. So their hourly rate, which is RM 8 ringgit, we times by 25 unit of cake batik in a day, and we can get the cost of per hour, which is RM 32 cents per unit. In order to find direct labor cost per unit, we combine all of the 4 workers' wage and divide by 1,500 unit. So the final answer we will get RM 3 ringgit and 63 cents per unit.
Our overhead costs are divided into 3 categories, which is the first one is depreciation of kitchen equipment, the second one is rental, and the last one is indirect materials. First, depreciation of kitchen equipment includes the gradual loss of value for essential tools such as gas, pans, spatulas, and stove. For example, gas costs 90 ringgit per month, totaling 228 per year, while the depreciation of the stove is 41 ringgit and 70 cents per month, amounting to 550 cents per year. Next, rental costs make up a significant portion of our overhead expenses. The shop rent alone is 270 ringgit per month, which adds up to 3,240 annually. Lastly, indirect materials include packaging materials such as plastic plate containers. This costs 50 ringgit and 90 cents per month, leading to an annual expenses of 190 ringgit 80 cents. In total, our monthly overhead cost is 390 ringgit 70 cents, while the yearly overhead cost sums up to 40,036 ringgit and 50 cents. These expenses must be divided among the total number of units produced to determine the overhead cost per unit. By understanding these costs, we can set the right selling price, cover our expenses, and ensure profitability. So for overhead cost per unit monthly, we produce 1,500 units of cake batik per month. Over the course of 12 months, this adds up to a total of 18,000 units per year. To determine the overhead cost per unit, we divided the total yearly overhead cost of 4,736 ringgit and 50 cents by the total yearly production of 18,000 units. 4,736 ringgit and 50 cents divided by 18,000 units equal to 26 cents per unit. This means the overhead cost for producing 1 unit of kibati is 26 cents.
Next, we move to unit cost of production, which is how to calculate the unit cost of production is we add all direct material, direct labor, and manufacturing overhead. And for direct material of production cost, which is 3 ringgit 45 cents, for direct labor, which is 3 ringgit 63 cents, and lastly is manufacturing overhead 26 cents. So the total up for total production cost is 7 ringgit 74 cents. So how to calculate the markup, which is our group agreed to mark up 30% from our production cost. Selling price of our product, which is 7 ringgit 34 cents, add with 7 ringgit 34 cents times with 30%, and we get 9 ringgit 54 cents. So when we want to sell, we run up to 10 ringgit of cost price per unit. So we're selling our product with 10 ringgit.
So I'm going to talk about budgeted cost statement. And in budgeted cost statement, we have direct material RM 5,175, direct labor 5,440, prime cost 10,650, and we will add production overhead 108 at this end. And total of budgeted cost statement is 10,732 ringgit at this end. So we're gonna move to price quotation. You can see item description. We have batik with quantity 500 with 10 ringgit per each, and total price is 5,000. But when include with tax 6%, all the total amount is 5,300. Lastly, I'm going to tell you about receipt that we buy to make a cake batik. First is biscuit Mary, butter, condensed milk, egg. Also, we have mineral water, and lastly, cocoa powder. Okay, that's all for our presentation from Gadis Enterprise. Thank you.